Doggie Diamonds did this.
That's right, we live. Listen, and if you need promotion for your brand, your YouTube, your clothing line, your music, your album, your candles, whatever it is you need promotion for, hit me up at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. Only $100. You could get on my X account, my Facebook account, my YouTube community, my Instagram stories, and my Threads account. For only $100, I put you in all those platforms for $100. Also, if you need an interview, hit me up at Doggie Diamonds. And tonight's show is perfect timing for this right here. Self-made lifestyle. And when you see the shirts, mental wealth t-shirts. Perfect timing for the topic that we're going to talk about tonight. So go to smlclothing.com, pick you up a shirt. That's fly too. Can't wait till they send me my package. Oh, they got it for ladies too. That's fly. That's fly. Yeah, I definitely. I'm gonna need that right there. smlclothing.com. They're also on Instagram, so you could go to Instagram. See, smlclothingbrand.com. All right, let's go. Yes. And as we start to show off in a mellow mood, in a somber situation, don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
you come into the chat room, make sure you hit that like button. You know what I mean? Hit that like, it's important. Yes, I'm here. Shout out to everybody that's joining me tonight. R.I.P. Alley Boy. R.I.P. Rich Homie Quan. R.I.P. Big Pun. Everybody who died from health-related issues. That's what we're going to talk about tonight. Yes. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Uh-huh. Yes. Appreciate y'all for being here. I need them lights going crazy, though. I'm here. Where my glasses at? Kombucha on the side of me, just in case I get a little thirsty. Uh-huh. Yes. I'm here. Yes, Pimp C. We gonna go through them tonight. Cause it's a pandemic in our community, hip hop community, and our hood. You know what I'm saying? Uh-huh. SML Clothing, don't forget. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Uh-huh. You need some music like this, make sure you hit me on the DM too, at Doggie Diamonds. I got it. Don't forget.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
That ain't $100 though. Tell y'all now, because I had a few people hit me. Like, this ain't $100, man. It's a whole different thing. Make sure you hit that like button. Okay? Hit that like button. Uh-huh. Salute. Nate Jackson, I see you.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
All right, I'm ready. I'm not going. It's late. I ain't gonna hold y'all all night. So I want to start this show. R.I.P. to Alley Boy. I actually know Alley Boy. Interviewed Alley Boy in Brooklyn. Jojo Capone brought him through. Shout out to my brother Jojo Capone. He brought him through, and he was cool as hell. And he used to have this song called "And Trying to Be a Millionaire Before I Die, When I Die." Yo, I used to love that record. He had some music that I like. And he was one of the first guys to really go viral on the internet. I remember they plucked out, what's the guy from Atlanta that put the duck on his face? I forgot, but they plucked him out. But Alley Boy, you know, he was very, very controversial on the internet. But was cool as hell. Dope interview. He sat with me. I didn't even know he's from Atlanta. And he sat with me and Jojo Capone, and we just sat there and kicked it for a while. And that's on Forbes DVD. You could look up Forbes DVD, Alley Boy. Shit, that was maybe like 15 years ago. Young LA, exactly. But since then, they squashed it. You had Duct Tape, DTE, which is ironic because I have a company that has the same initials, Diamond Tested Entertainment. And it's funny because I wanted to reach out to Ali and Bank and get their blessings, not to use DTE, but just to let it be known that, my company had the same initials, and I'm not biting, just got the same initials, but I'm not going to say DTE. But I used to like Duct Tape. Rest in peace, Trouble. My brother Pesci. You know what? I gotta hit Pesci too. Pesh Mayweather on Instagram. I interviewed Pesci too. But for y'all who don't know what's going on, I'm gonna bring y'all up to speed of everything that's happening right now. Cause I was taken back by it too. I just logged on the internet and saw. So it reads, Atlanta rapper Alley Boy reportedly dead after battle with kidney failure. And it goes on, Atlanta-based rapper Alley Boy, who is the CEO of Duct Tape Entertainment, has reportedly passed away due to prolonged kidney problems. There has been several tributes from many in the hip-hop industry, such as Rocco, I interviewed Rollo too, DJ Scream, and Big Bank. He was one of the famous rappers from Atlanta's Zone 6, known for mixtapes such as The Gift's Discernment, and his major collaborations with artists like Master P. Damn, I forget him and Master P was working together. For quite some time, he has spoken about his medical condition, which involved kidney failure due to codeine and high blood pressure. That's what I want to talk to y'all about tonight. Sobriety and getting off of these drugs and alcohol and all these poisons that we put into our body due to the things that we're going through in our environment, due to the things that we go through mentally, and we self-soothe and we medicate. And it became a part of our culture. I used to drink a lot. And it just came with music. The homies coming through, we're gonna work on some music. We always had the dream of making it big and, shopping our demos. So the Hennessy came with that. For the dudes who smoked the reefer, that was with that, and the cigarettes. And for the most part, these are things that started, maybe I was 13 when I started drinking. Like 13. So you're drinking, you starting off by sneaking the liquor that's in the China cabinet, the Bacardi, you sneaking that. You sipping on that. You young and you being mischievous and you drinking. Then you go outside and then you're drinking beers. Then you just on hard liquor. Now, some people are drinking beer, alcohol, liquor, and reefer, and cigarette. I've seen people with reefer in one hand and the cigarette in another, and they smoking back to back. They smoke this and then they smoke that. I've seen it. Drinking beer too, drinking liquor, drinking Cisco, Bacardi Limon, Montebello's iced tea. I think it's Montebello's or Monticello, one of them two, iced tea, Andres. I've seen it all, and I've been a part of it all. And it was marketed in our lifestyle as well as our music. You know, the 90s was filled with 40s in the blunt. I got the 40 St. Ives commercial, Old English commercial. Remember Old English? 800 is the power. You might not be old enough to know that, but I am. Coke 45 commercials, malt liquor, period, was marketed to us. And, you know, that's how we felt. That's how we felt good. That's what we did. We drank. You know, some of us still drink. And then when you think about people passing away at 45, 50, that's young, man, because I know to some that's old, but when you look at your elders and they're 70 and they 75 and they 80, I don't want to say even that's old, that's older, but 50, 45, and you passing away from health-related issues, like, yeah, you already in poor health, and you could identify the poor health. You wasn't born with it, but you can say from excess drinking and smoking, this did this to my body. And then I didn't even say the lean. I didn't even say the pills yet. Because I remember a particular time, us black people, we didn't like taking pills. I used to have a headache and they'd be like, take this aspirin. Absolutely not. Take this Tylenol. Absolutely not. It became cool to take pills. And it was all marketed in our music. We helped market it. We helped the opioid industry blow up. And a lot of dudes get their nose dirty too. So I remember growing up, my grandmother smoked Benson Hedges menthol. So did my father. They put they get their Maxwell House. They had the old school coffee pot. You know, the one with the big white filter at the top. They put their coffee in there, put the water in there, make a pot of coffee, smoke their cigarettes. And remember, back then, they were smoking cigarettes right in the house. We were little ass kids getting secondhand smoke. We were little ass kids. And they just light up. And it just was a part of our life. So if you see your father, your grandmother, both of my grandmothers smoke. My other grandmother smoked more reds. So you just grew up seeing that. Not to mention, you grew up, they thought we were dumb, but we saw them taking the seeds out the reefer on the album cover. We saw that too. So everything that we seen was normal to us. I grew up on Waverly and Fulton, right? Directly across the street from me is a methadone center. Cashmere Black, I appreciate you. Right across the street from me was a methadone center. So I seen dope fiends trying to get clean, but now they're hooked on methadone. So I've seen so much coming up that when I fell victim to alcohol, I didn't realize how depressed it made me till I stopped drinking. Because it's you know, drinking is festive. People, you ask people nowadays, do you drink? They say, no, I just drink when I go out. I just drink when I'm around people. But we made it to where drinking is a part of fun. I had a female that asked me before, what do you do for fun? I said, well, you know, I like to work on my art, which is, you know, interviews, YouTube, music. I exercise. I know how to cook. I don't really eat out that much, but I do like what I like, but I don't drink or smoke. And then she asked me, so what do you do for fun? I said, I just told you. Cook, I work out, play my video game. I got a nice platform that I could talk to people on. But that fun had something to do with drinking and smoking. And because I didn't drink and smoke, it was like, what do you do for fun? Now, remember what people are doing to their body now. You got people who are drinking liquor, codeine, reefer, pills, and cigarettes all in one sitting. How much do you think your body could take? But it's been marketed and promoted to us via entertainment. Remember in the 90s, you had all these songs about I get high, smoke this, smoke that. Now, in the comments, people always battle me about reefer. That triggers black people. I'm just be real. If I say anything derogatory about reefer, it triggers people. People will argue to the end. Cashmere Black, I appreciate your sponsorship. They will argue me to the end. Now, you do have people who could maintain their smoking. Then you have people, if you know yourself and you know your parents and you know your lineage, you might have an addictive personality. So now you a pothead. You know some people that walk around all day looking to get high. What's the difference between them and a damn crackhead? Now me, somebody who sold reefer, I started saying, damn, what's the difference between y'all and crackheads? You act the same. Yo, let me get one for $4 because I got to buy a Dutch. That ain't my problem. So you trying to hand me $4 or $8 because you need 2 Dutches. Crackhead shit. How you 45 or 50 and your jibs is missing? You got white shit in the corner of your mouth, shit caked up in your bottom row of teeth. Your eyes yellow. Skin is bad. Because you were damn custy. But I just smoke my little weed, drink my little lick. But look what it's doing to you physically. You are physically fading. But to you, it ain't no big deal. That's a sign of poor health. When your teeth start falling out of your mouth, that's a sign of poor health. I take my liquor straight. So drinking straight liquor, your gums ain't made for that. Your insides is not made for that. Now, if you take a shot every now and again or two, that ain't bad, I guess. But a shot every day is bad. Some people can't go a day or two without drinking. And then they made it so convenient. They got, remember they had Four Loko. They had the Limeritas. Then I think they got something now called Cutwater, to where you could get charged right in the gas station. And how dudes passing away at 50 from health-related issues due to poor eating habits or drugs. That's some shit you control. Now, if you was born with an ailment, that's a little different. Anything else, you control that. You can control that. But when everybody around you is doing it and everybody around you is promoting it and it's regular, and you live around poverty and disparity, you're not going to see nothing wrong with it because everybody's doing it. So I used to be in my crib. My crib was the studio. It might be a cypher with 15 dudes and they all passing it around. And every now and again, they get to me and say, you going to try today? And I'd be like, absolutely not. Then they thought it was cute to say, ha, 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 he caught a contact. I think he caught a contact. And that shit used to make me mad. Like, yo, listen, Before I pump the brakes on anybody getting high in here, stop with that contact shit, because I'm not high and it's not cute to think y'all could get me high or I'm high. I don't want to get high. I don't want to get high. Shit is not cute. And it's so bad that you have the rite of passage that a dude can't wait to smoke with his kids. You know you fucked up. You know you a fucking custy. But you can't wait to pass that shit on to your kids. You can't wait to take a drink with your kids. Look how the mothers is acting, because these are mothers on social media acting a fucking fool. And I'm so happy they didn't have social media when we was young, because who knows what the hell we would have saw. But you got all these individuals that are passing away from health-related issues, and it's not normal. No matter how much you try to normalize it, it's not normal. Nothing about it is normal. So I want to look up something. I want to look up something for y'all really quick. We're going to put in rappers who passed away due to health. And it's more than this came up. This has to be updated. But I could show y'all. You got Fat Man Scoop. You got Heavy D. You got Phife Dawg. You got Prodigy. You got Big Pun, Alley Boy Today, Raw Bass, Jay Dilla, Nate Dogg, Adam Yauch, Easy E. It's more than that. It's more than that. Because they don't have Rich Homie Quan, because they're saying from health. But what does that have to? But now we have overdoses. And that's when you have the Mac Millers. You have the Rich Homie Quans. You have the Juice WRLDs. You have all these individuals that are right before our eyes, talented individuals passing away from some shit that everybody think is cool. Let me look that up. Oh, and even the female, what's her name? That was down with 3-6. So look. Juice WRLD, Mac Miller, Lil Peep, DMX, Rich Homie Quan. Even the female, what is the female's name that was down with 3-6? I can't see y'all right now, but nah, this is not relative to the topic. But you see what I'm saying? This is just out of control. So if it's not health, it's drugs. If it's not health, or it's both. And then don't forget health. Gangsta Boo, thank y'all. Don't forget health is also mental health. So then we start saying Chino XL, RIP. And this is the shit that we're taught just growing up in our environment, in our community. And it's just normal to us. Because that's how we pass the time. That's how we party and bullshit. And then they start naming shit after us. Remember DMX drank blood. And Hennessy and Alizé and all these mixtures and all that shit. And it's not, it hasn't been helpful to us. So when I talk sobriety, I'm not going to get 700 people in here because ODB, yes, ODB, drugs, and health because he had a heart attack. My brother, Sean Price. And that's the shit too. A lot of people don't want to be honest about certain things, but his wife say sleep apnea and drugs. That comes from Bernadette. And that hit home because that's my bro. We speak all the time. You know? But when we see somebody suffering, we make jokes about their appearance. We be like, damn, they doing bad. And sometimes we can't pull people to the side because, first of all, to get help, you have to admit that you have a problem. And a lot of people don't want to admit that they have a problem. I admitted I had a problem in 2002 because there's no way in hell that I should be an alcoholic and 300 pounds. There's no way. It just don't mix. Biz Markie. We forgot about Biz Markie. It just doesn't mix. So again, I like to say, yo, hold on. Remember what I told y'all last night? Your biggest project you ever work on is you. So I had to deconstruct myself and break myself all the way down and then build myself back up. So it's a lot of times when people see me, they might pop shit, but you don't know my bop and you don't know my walk or where I come from. So a lot of people will see this version of you, but they don't know the old version of you. And that's fine. That's why I'm comfortable in me being me, because I know where I come from and I know where I was and I know where I'm at today. So I don't let people tell me Pimp C. There we go. I mean, if y'all got any others in the chat that we didn't mention, put them out there. Put them out there. I told y'all before, when people keep talking Michael Jackson, yes, the king of pop, Prince. So when people say, oh, this person got a deal here, if you do your history, you would see that I had a deal with Viacom before. You look at my Gene Deal interview, you look up my C Gutter interview, that was done in the Viacom building. I got some other release ones done in the Viacom building. Was for my podcast, for what I'm doing right now. DJ Screw. And I forgot the woman who was my manager, podcast manager. And she asked me, well, first I asked her, what's the do's and don't? Because the name of my shit is No Filter. I talk about all kinds of stuff, but I'm coming in y'all building, I'm using y'all podcast studio, y'all cameras and all of that. Is there anything that I could possibly say that could get me kicked the hell up out of here? They said, say whatever you want, just don't talk about the guys with the small on. Hey. So she said, your podcast is doing very well. The numbers are well. The audio numbers are well. The video numbers are doing well. But we'll only monetize your YouTube views if you put out the full interview. We're not going to monetize clips. And you have to title it a certain way. So that's why you would see some of my interviews to say Doggie Diamonds No Filter featuring this person. It won't even be, with a detailed title. But she said she was going for ads for me. And she said, do you mind, would you do Black Rob? Yes, Shock G. She said, would you do alcohol? And if it's any like THC vaping companies, would you do that? And I said, no. Why did I say no? Because I don't smoke or drink, and I didn't really feel comfortable coming between this alcohol and coming before y'all and saying, yo, what's up, this Doggie Diamonds, when I'm in the crib chilling, because you know it's something called a live read. And you have to read what the script they give you. So you would say, it would have to say, yo, what's up? This is Doggie Diamonds. When I'm in the crib chilling before I do my podcast, I take a sip of such and such. Y'all would know I'm lying. So I was like, no. Can't do. I'm not gonna do it. Now, when people say, "Oh, you broke. You don't got this. You don't got that." People don't realize that the shit I turned down is what made everybody else rich, because Diddy didn't really start getting a bunch of bread until he did the Ciroc and the Jagio, however the fuck you pronounce that. Jay-Z was getting music money, but when he did the wine and spirits, that's when they got bread. Not saying I was gonna get that kind of money, but I was gonna make something. And I said no, because I don't drink. And I was like, could you get me some water? Could you shit, why I can't do some Martha Stewart pots or some shit? People know how to cook. But the point I'm making is that they think our audience and they think us, all we want to do is get fucked up. They don't think we cook. They don't think we drink water. They don't think, they don't think we'll drink this. So, oh, you don't want to promote no yak? They didn't know what to give me. Because the demographics in their mind is a bunch of drug, alcohol abusers. And that's what I'm supposed to be promoting to y'all. And if I can't promote that, then what am I going to promote? So that's why when you see most of these shows, you see what's on the table. You see they taking a sip. You see LeBron got liquor. A lot of people like, yo, they just got cognac brands and whiskeys and all that shit. George Clooney, I believe, on Casamigos. And we so bugged the fuck out when some new liquor come out. We act like it gonna get you drunker different. Now, drunk ain't drunk. I'm not gonna say that. Drunk ain't drunk. I ain't gonna say, because this is the difference. It is the difference between a wine drunk, champagne drunk, and liquor and beer. They're all different. But drunk is drunk. Drunk is drunk. And then some of us, when we drink, we don't know how to fucking act. And I always tell you, every bad decision you ever made in your life, I bet you was drunk. Now, you got people who drink, smoke, pop pills, smoke cigarettes, and sip lean all at the same time. And then one of the substances could be a bad batch. So think of the tragedy of rich homie Quan. His brother saw him laid on the floor, picked him up and sat him on the thing and put a blanket on him, and he was dead. Because if you saw him in that state, you was used to seeing that. Because if I see my brother, well, damn, my brother passed away, health-related issues. But see what I'm saying? And me and him used to talk about that. But if I see my cousin on the ground, I ain't gonna just pick him up and put a blanket on him and put him on the couch. I'm gonna be like, you all right? Fuck wrong with you? But if it's the norm, you don't think today is no different than any other day. Until you come back in the crib and you realize he's still there in the same spot you left him in. Didn't move. You know it's deep too? You got places too, because I'm saying all of that. You got places where dudes smoke dust. They smoke dust. They smoke fucking embalming fluid. So if you smoking some shit that they put in deceased people, what the fuck? Exactly. Hell yeah. They gonna pay you and whatever. But listen, how the fuck are you smoking embalming fluid? Embalming fluid? And niggas is saying they could fly. What you think Bobby is? But I know sometimes when people talk about, who you love as an artist, you forget that they're people too. And then a lot of times the shit that they condition you to just hear, and it's just regular to you. But you don't know everything that you hear sometimes could stick in your subconscious and you don't even know it. That's when you have dreams. And you be like, what the fuck is this dream? You ever have a dream and it's people in your dream and you don't fucking know them people, but you see faces, you see everything vividly. Who are those people? But throughout the music and entertainment, we've been sold everything. And I'll say this again, I say it before. One of the worst decisions I ever made in my life was drinking alcohol. I'm glad I quit when I did. I'm glad I never, no matter what trials and tribulations I went through, I never relapsed. I never drank again. I've been through some shit, but it never made me say, yo, I need a drink. It was times where I was completely stressed, but that was my go-to. But then I started using the tools that I learned in therapy. And that's different coping mechanisms besides what we call self-soothing. Self-soothing is alcohol. So now if you listen to Cranes by Solange, she says she tried to smoke it away. She tried to drink it away. She tried to fuck it away. Still was there. So we in a state where when everybody's fucking talking. I just want y'all to pay attention to the landscape. Everybody is talking. But I just feel like, my thing is this. You got all these people that's talking to you, but they can't talk to you unless they light up, unless they got a shot, unless they got some liquor in their cup. It ain't too many people that's going to sit here and speak to you completely sober. It's not too many people who are going to do that. But people will say they're not an addict. Anything you do every day, you're addicted to. The only thing that you need to do every day is breathe. You don't need to eat every day. You don't need to drink water every day. You should, but you don't have to. I know that I'm an exercise addict. I know that. So sometimes I do too much and I hurt myself. Some days I know I should stay home, but I can't because I'm an addict to exercise, because I know where I came from. And in my mind, I'm saying I'm never going back to that. So I got to have some type of movement. And then in this movement, the chaos that's going on in my brain sometimes, it calms. I'm a person, when I talk on the telephone, I have to pace. I can't just sit here on the phone. This is the only time where I could sit for a long period of time. I can't even watch a movie through. Shit get boring to me. My brain won't allow me to just sit there and just zero in. And it's not ADHD or ADD or anything like that. It's just that, how do I have 2 hours to watch somebody else live their reality when you have yours that you want to live? So sometimes I just don't have the time. So when people be like, yo, give me a minute, listen to my music. Absolutely not. I'm making mine. I don't have time to listen to yours. I don't have time to watch your video. So that's why when I tell people, yo, you got to pay me for my time, people think you can't take 5 minutes. Absolutely not. Because if the 5 minutes is bullshit, you can't give me my 5 minutes back. And there's nothing worse than getting your time wasted. So I spend my time working on my shit. Most of the time, like I show y'all, I got 900 tabs open. I think I just closed 7, and I still got about 20 open. I got Firefox and Chrome and Bing and every browser you could think of on this computer, that I just got different things in different browsers and different things. And that's just how I work. If I show you my desktop, you'll fall out. Look at my desktop. I'll flash that. That's my desktop. That's my desktop. I got dual monitors. You see me looking over here, then you'll see me looking over there because I got monitors on both sides. So I don't have the time or the luxury to be bullshitting. And I don't have time to pass the time bullshitting with other people that's passing the time getting high and drunk bullshitting, because that's bullshit to me. It's all bullshit to me. But like I said, people will argue me down. I seen people in my comments talking about seeding and all this fucking dumb shit. And I say, that's cool. But everybody can't handle everything. And one of the things that we love to do as people, we love pushing habits on people, but it's never good habits. I know motherfucking women who smoked when they were pregnant because their baby father said ain't nothing gonna happen. How you think that turned out? You see it. You see it on social media. You be like, I know she's not pregnant. And they drinking. And they acting the damn ass. And we so fucked up in our head that when we see people acting the ass, we be like, damn, they making black people look bad. They ain't making black people look shit, because that's not the demographic of people that I represent. So they could do all that shit. Don't bother me. That's why I stay far away from niggas. I love black people. I just don't like niggas. It's not the same. I watch a nigga who eat bacon, cans of ravioli, oodles of noodles, pop shit to me, because I take B complex, I take magnesium, I take Tonga Cat Ali, take black maca, take my semen. Nigga pop shit to me. Oh, you take all that stuff. I take supplements because I need to repair what I'm losing, and I need a little bit of boost because it's only a supplement for what your body already make. But how much of that shit can your body make when you're exercising, working out, tearing your muscle down, sweating out a lot of electrolytes and shit? So you need a supplement to put it back in. A nigga pop shit to me. And that's what I was saying. I was talking to Tad today. And we was just really talking about how, yo, niggas just don't know when to shut the fuck up. And they pump bad dope, no pun intended. Because pumping bad dope means nigga just giving misinformation. And misinformation spreads so fast. And I just said this shit to y'all last night. They was saying, niggas was saying. And at the end of the day, I need minerals. What do you think I take sea moss for? But please, I'm going to be real. I don't listen to niggas. I'm not open to suggestion. I'm just being real. You can't nobody tell me shit. Like I said, if you do not know my bop, if you do not know my past history, where I'm at, I'm where I need to be, I'm where I want to be, I'm where I'm supposed to be. Nobody can improve me but me. So when y'all be thinking y'all giving advice and I don't give a fuck about your advice. I just tell niggas that shit all the time. I just don't, you can't tell me shit because I really play chess. Niggas say chess, not checkers. They can't even play checkers or chess. I already I contemplated so much that you won't even agree. Now, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that don't shake your head because I'll get you the fuck up out of here too. But I contemplate so much. So if I look at this light, I'm like, all right, the light right there is flashing this. But what if I'm already do all that? But people be saying, no, you gotta, shut the fuck up because you do not have control of your life. And that's another thing with niggas. Niggas think they could police other people's life. They think they could tell people shit about their life and this with their life. And then, but you live with me. All right. You can't help yourself, so you could go somewhere else. You could chill out for a little while, 24 hours. Because what people don't understand, when you fucking grown and you got where you got and you where you at, how people always want to come and say, yo, you gotta. I don't give advice. I just don't. Some people can't drink water. Why? They might be on dialysis. I don't know. Even with exercise, I say, this is what I do. This is what I did. But we don't have the same body type, maybe. We don't have the same goals, aspirations, and drive. Shit, the longest I walked was 9 hours. I walked from Harlem to Brooklyn. Some niggas gonna quit after 45 minutes. I'm just different. And some people probably could run a marathon. I don't know if I could do that. But I just wanted to say tonight that everything that we were taught, everything that was sold to us, everything that was made to be cool, shit wasn't cool. Now we got a bunch of addicts. Now we got a bunch of broke ass dudes who's gambling addicts. That's the new shit. Gambling is a drug too. Sex is the drug. See, nigga, look, he only blocked me or timed me out because his name is new. He has fully control of the chat, speech, feel. You have mental health, but see, you have mental health because you got blocked and timed out and then you came back on another name. So now I'm going to hide you from the channel. Now you could go, period. You see that? You can't even help yourself. You can't even just chill because you don't know how to shut the fuck up. I told you, bro, do what you do. Do what you do. And you can't even just say, you know what? Fuck this dude. You got to get the last word in. On my shit. You don't think that's mental health? You just had to come get the last word in? You probably got 10 accounts. And then at the same time, I can't tell nobody to take this and take that because some people have a problem with iodine. Some people have different things. So if I say, yo, I take sea moss, I do this, you might have a thyroid issue. So that ain't gonna work for you. That's why I don't tell y'all what the fuck to take. You need minerals. Anyway. But that's why a lot of guys in the culture, and you could point them out, you'll see. A lot of guys be dark skinned or light skinned. They bottom lip pink as hell right here. That's alcoholism. Or they look swollen. They not fat. They don't got weight on them. They just look swollen. Alcoholism. Retaining water. And again, that shit happened to us because, yo, that was just our way of life. Prodigy had a song called Drink Away the Pain. I mean, just when you get a chance, tally up all the songs that have something to do with drinking and smoking. It's a lot. It's a lot. And that's just why we're young, dealing with ailments that we created that wasn't hereditary. And I'm gonna be real with you, I don't know if anything is hereditary, right? Because although we think things are hereditary, how come it doesn't hit everybody in the family sometimes? Trick Daddy, another one that's suffering. And then I'm gonna be real with you. I don't knock Ozempic. Some people gotta do what they gotta do. Some people are morbidly obese. So they might have did Ozempic. But what you're not gonna do is come before the fucking people like you was in the gym or you started eating better, getting yourself together, and you fucking took a shot. That's equivalent to a chick getting a fucking BBL and then going to the gym doing squats. Like, this is how I got this. Be truthful with the audience. Yo, I did this. Because some of us work hard. I could eat a fucking 3-piece right now. But it's $10.50. I might eat a protein bar, about 190 calories. But now you got these people that's getting rewarded for losing weight. And basically you cheated. In my opinion. Like I said, I can't really knock nobody. But you're not gonna come before everybody and just be like, yeah, I got the weight down. And no, you didn't, because you just really just took some shots. And you can always look at them and just be like, oh, that nigga on that Zempic pack. Because I ain't gonna go there. But there's some artists that was Diesel at one point, and you could look at them and they fucking skull is this big now. And you know who I'm talking about. It's a few of them. That's because they was on them roids. Because remember, it was cool to be cut up in Diesel. So dudes started doing them roids. Now they fucking head is like this big. So no matter how much weight they lose, they still got that big ass scalp. You can't cheat. you can't cheat shit. Nigga look like fucking got a Frankenstein head. Them roids. And even it was a lot of artists got caught up in that shit. It's out there. But it's Sunday. I'm not gonna keep y'all all night. If y'all saw my Dame Dash video earlier, it's on the channel. I want to show y'all something too because YouTube be trying to BS me. So when you come to my channel, maybe from the mobile, don't laugh at my tabs. You have different tabs on my channel. I don't know what you see. This is what I see from the computer. But if you come on the channel from the mobile, I don't know what you see, but if you missed anything, there is a playlist that says new recent uploads. And this is the regular uploads as well as the lives. Everything is in this right here. So when you get the opportunity, go through this right here. And it don't even have the Dame Dash on there. So the new recent uploads ain't on there either. See? This is the new Dame Dash. So I gotta get that on there. Why is that not on there? But I'll fix that. Yeah, I BS that. Because that's supposed to be in the rundown and the new recent uploads. But this is the category right here. Everything that comes out, go to new recent uploads. And I did that playlist just so y'all know. And it's also in because videos only show what I upload. But new recent uploads is gonna show you everything. What I upload in the live streams. So again, I'm not gonna hold y'all all night. It's Sunday. Many of y'all gotta go to work. Yeah, fasting is incredible. Yo, I did a 3-day liquid fast. That shit is brutal. By the time you get to like the 36 hour, you feel a little better though. But see, I just got so much willpower. You know, yeah, MF Doom. It's so many that we missed. Like I said, if you didn't hear it on the stream and you didn't hear me say it, leave it on the comments because it's a lot of people. But again, I titled this what I titled this because when I speak about sobriety, people kind of think that shit is funny a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I could show you my own. That's a part of my my Twitter. That's actually even a part of my Twitter handle. See? Promoting sobriety, realness, and truth. So this is not something that, this is just not a one-off thing. This ain't something that, I'm just saying and then go back to bullshit. No, this is really a lifestyle. This is a part of my life. And before we go, it's 2 words that I'm gonna say that I feel like added on to this. That's social engineering. And that's a whole nother topic. When I start talking about them topics, they get me the hell up out of here. The shit'll just go off. But, social engineering, the drugs, the alcohol, the lean, the pills, the jails, the morgues, all that shit go hand in hand. All that shit they all down together. The hospitals, they all down together. So don't never think that all this shit is by chance, because it's not. All that shit runs concurrently with each other. Like I said before, you get a little bit of money, what you want to get? Chain and a whip. Still a slave. We can't wait you to get you a chain and a whip. And we done came from whips and chains. Look at the language. You get this new chain. I got this whip. So it is a lot of language that we use, a lot of social engineering. And because they put it in the music, it became hypnotic because anything to a good beat, we don't even pay attention to how dangerous it is. You know what I'm saying? That's dude that I blocked earlier. These niggas can't help themselves. Just can't even help themselves. Goodness. You can't help themselves. But then they'll find, they'll find a space to go congregate. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the donation. They'll find a place to go congregate. I told you the haters always find a little YouTube where they all be they all congregate. Can't help themselves. But I'm only coming before you because I don't drink, I don't smoke. That don't make me better than anybody. I know a lot of things that y'all see. I know a lot that y'all been through. We all basically from the same environment. We all have addicts in our family. Many of us lost parents, lost loved ones, lost friends. It's many things that's going to make you feel like, I just want to feel better. And I'm telling you right now, anything that you're going to go through outside of you is not the answer, because you just going to just go in stages of being manic. Seek professionals, not no quack dudes with a certificate that think they can help you, that got hidden agendas. Seek professionals. And most of the time, many of you just want to talk and you want somebody to listen. Many of you just want to get it out. And just tell your story without somebody judging you, without somebody saying what you need to do now. And that's why I don't like that, because you're not a professional. We have a bunch of people talking that have no fucking tangible skills, but talking. They can't show you how to draw. They can't show you how to use a fucking computer. They can't show me how's somebody gonna tell me what to do when you looking at what I did? All of this shit you see, I actually did myself. So what the fuck are you telling me? People don't have no tangible skills but talking. And they don't even have no skill in talking, but they think they can talk. And everybody's whole job in their mind is to correct somebody else, or, yeah, I'm the one who told him, or if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't even be doing that because I told him he need to. That's all everybody want. Meanwhile, one jib like Gargamel. Nigga wake up every day, look in his mouth, and he got toothless, but he told you what you needed to do, and it worked for you, so it's due to him. And that's all we see people on the internet trying to take credit for somebody else's work. So many of us come from the inner city. We done seen shit that we wasn't even supposed to see young. So I get it, I understand, but there is help out there for you. There is alternative measures and methods. Food is a drug too. You go on vacation, have you some fun. But just know that some fun you have is at what cost. And when you got people you responsible for, you're supposed to change your mentality anyway. Because I'm going to break some news to y'all tonight. I'm going to break some news to y'all tonight. It's very sad, but it's the truth. And if nobody told you, I'm going to tell you the truth tonight. Nobody don't give a fuck about what you going through. Nobody don't care. And that's why niggas get high, drunk, and wild out, because you feel like nobody cares. And guess what? Motherfuckers don't, because they got their own shit. If we got our own shit that we going through, Only sometimes I just want to hear your shit to make sure that your shit is a little worse than mine. So when you be venting and saying what you got to say, that shit makes certain people happy. Like, damn, I'm fucked up, but you worse than me. Shit, I feel good. This nigga lost his house. Huh. Still got my Section 8. Nobody don't give a shit. Especially if people want or use you for something. Somebody say, yo, could you do this for me? Nah, yo, my computer is down. All right. Nigga ain't gonna say, yo, what you need to fix that, bro? They're gonna be like, all right, yo, hit me when that shit get back up. Wasn't gonna pay me. Nobody gives a shit. I don't know when it happened. I don't know if it was the Reezy. I don't know if it was something in the atmosphere, but it just became a point where nobody gives a fuck. Yo, motherfucker. Nobody gives a shit. They want to hear bad news from you. Oh, word? Damn, that's fucked up. You got cheated on? Shit. That nigga bitch is a hoe. They really like that shit. So no matter what I'm going through, shit, I just don't say nothing. I be like, yo, man. Yo, ebbs and flows. Every day, the sun don't shine every day. Some day it fucking rain all day, man. Whatever. But I ain't gonna be on my fucking soapbox. And yeah, man, and I go through shit. My problem is I want everything. I want electronics. Sometimes I don't get enough donations. I don't get super chats. I don't get a lot of shit. I don't get what I deserve or what I think I deserve. But so what? Because niggas will come on here and say, oh, your channel ain't shit. You ain't this, you ain't that. All right, fine. I ain't asked you for shit. Oh, you was on there begging for donations. Niggas be like, you was begging. Asking for support from your viewers is begging. Telling people that I could promote you and put you in front of a bunch of people is begging. Offering a service is begging now. But you suck dick for free. You eat dick. These niggas eat dick before they eat breakfast. They go right on the computer or right on their devices and eat dick early in the morning. They ain't even eat real food. And you telling me what I'm not. That's sickness. So now I'm starting to realize, yo, these motherfuckers are sick. And then let me say something else before I go, because I gotta say this. A lot of dudes who be in my comments be talking crazy. Then I look at you, I understand your frustration. I understand. Some of y'all beard don't connect to your mustache. You got black ass elbows. You sloppy. You look like your bed stink. I know why you mad at me. I get it. I understand. But you could do something about you. Don't worry about me. Niggas be talking shit. Oh, I do this. You can't even walk up a flight of steps without breathing hard. Stop saying what you gonna do to me or what you'll do to me. I work out every day to fuck y'all up. I'm just being real. I don't give a fuck about being in shape. I work out to whip ass. I'm just being 100% real. I work out to fuck people up. That's what I do. That's what make me walk another mile. Nah, you got some ass to whoop. It ain't got nothing to do with none of that other shit. It's to fuck y'all up. So stop saying what you gonna do. And I walk around, I'm strapped. I'm gonna send you to the upper room like I'm going to. It's not even a question. I'm gonna send you to the upper room. I'm going to. Just leave me the fuck alone. If you don't like what I say, if you don't like my face, don't fuck with me. Listen, you know I ain't in nobody DM talking about, did you watch my latest video? I'm doing this. I don't do none of that shit. You know where it's at. If you want it, fine. If you don't, fine. But thinking you coming in my comments, you coming on any of my social media, you think you telling me off, Y'all niggas is hoes. Only a hoe feel like, because I can see y'all snapping your fingers and moving your neck when y'all typing. I'm telling you, manhood is gonna come back one way or another. I like to champion that. I like to be the leader of fucking manhood coming back. Not y'all weird ass dudes. Niggas I don't like, I don't follow. I don't follow them. If I used to follow you and I don't like you, I remove you as a follower and I unfollow you. I don't fuck with you. But the way niggas is now, like, I be seeing my name in video titles and shit. I'm like, I don't even know this nigga. I seen one dirty dude. The sun was shining in his mouth. Nigga had some dirty ass locks. Nigga always in his car, so you probably don't even stay nowhere. Show me your crib one time. But then people think they could say what they think hurt. You begging for donations. How do presidents get elected? How do politicians raise funds? They be having $1,000 a plate. So if I raise money because I gotta pay for all this shit and I got an album coming out, what the fuck it is? What is it to you? Y'all motherfuckers don't even know how to turn your phone horizontally and get 16 by 9. Y'all sitting there doing content in 9 by 16, but then when we turn the phone this way, you look stupid. Y'all don't even know how to do that shit. But what I learned is that people like fucking with people that they could be learning from and getting help from, but you rather be a op. You rather tell me off. And I just block niggas. You see what I do? I ain't arguing no nigga. Especially a nigga I trip or just mush or give him a wedgie, pull his drawers up to the back of his fucking head. And again, I don't get none of this shit in person. And I don't care how the camera make me look. I'm not 5'6". I'm not 120 pounds. Fuck around and find out. My people is my people, but if you think any way that you're going to bully me, you're going to talk to me a certain way or whatever, it's not going to go in your favor. I'm biting niggas on their fucking head. I'm out to get you. Fuck with me. I'm fucked up. Why you think a lot of these niggas don't say shit that's in the town? Why you think niggas don't say shit that's around? Because they know you talking for rappers who say, I ain't fucking with that nigga. It's only niggas on YouTube and in comments. Just leave me the fuck alone. You don't like me, fine. I don't like a lot of y'all. Sometimes I'm on some punk ass shit. Sometimes, I might not like a nigga voice. I'm telling you, a nigga can say anything to me. That shit, some days I just don't give a fuck. Some days I just don't like talking to humans. I always got room for the children, but adults, nah. Nigga can ask me something, I'll be like, fucking nigga ask me that shit for. When I'm up here all night Googling shit, I got 900 tabs up. I could be smoking reefer. I could be with somebody nappy head ass daughter or straight hair or nice hair. I don't even do none of that shit. I spend about 97% of the time all by myself researching, studying, self-improvement. And then you want to run that, yo, each one teach one. How could you learn if you don't shut the fuck up? Silent and listen have the same letters. I said that to y'all like 5 years ago. Silent and listen have the same letters. If you're not silent, you can't listen. I be studying shit. I got all these devices everywhere. Everywhere I got is to learn. I just wanna acquire knowledge. Serious. I just wanna acquire knowledge. That's all I care about. And I make myself knowledgeable in my field. Now, I can't tell you how to put a ceiling fan up. I can't do no sheetrock. I can't do no shit like that. I'm gonna keep it real. I don't play basketball. Certain shit I can't do. But what I could do that. But if you listen to a nigga could do everything. And then don't do nothing. So if you know how to do all this shit, why are you a failure? If you know how to do all this shit, why are you a failure? You couldn't even save your teeth. How you gonna save me? Niggas is walking decrepit. You see these niggas? These niggas is decrepit. Like, damn, that nigga aged like 10 years in 2 weeks. Didn't we just see that nigga? You see niggas with canes and shit like that? You couldn't even save your fucking teeth. How you gonna save me? How you gonna tell me what I need to do and your jibs is gone? The tooth fairy ain't even one. That nigga's like, nah, this rotten shit. This is what I'm saying. Like, yo, me, I say these things because I sat at the feet of people. And I remember growing up around track masters and they say, why are you so quiet? Those track masters. That's how I came into the culture. And they used to say, yo, why are you so quiet? I'm like 15. Like, yo, why are you so quiet? And I said, I'm not quiet, but I don't want to act stupid and y'all don't let me come no more. Y'all don't let me come to the studio. See, I'm in the studio and the Beastie Boys is walking in and Chubb Rock is walking in and Mary J. Blige is walking in and I'm 15. And I knew that this is where I wanted to be. This is it. When I saw that big ass board and the faders moved and them big ass speakers and the music came out, and then some of the stuff that I actually heard was on the radio and I was there for the making of it, I was like, yo, nah, this is where I need to be. So when I went to the studio, I used to be on my best behavior. Yo, why you so quiet? I'm actually not quiet, but I'm not gonna come here being disruptive, being a dumb little nigga, and then y'all say you can't come through no more. I knew how to act in environments, and it was a time for place. We not on the block, and this is what I be saying to people, yo, you can't even cut that shit off. You're not ready for this shit. You can't even cut it off. What if I went in the studio and was like, yo, I think y'all should turn that bass line up? Everybody gonna look at me like, what hit record you made? What are you talking about? But I used to be quiet, just sit there. When I went to Sam Ash and I got my SB1200 that I still have from 1993, I got equipment older than niggas that I still got. It's a fact that Poke hooked up my studio. Pokey. That's his real name, Pokey. And guess what? He hooked everything up MIDI and he said, good luck. Figure it out. And I sat in the crib for 3 months like this. Oh shit, I heard a sound. But reason why I was so quiet, because I was being observant. I was watching the buttons that he pressed on the 950 to sample. I watched him sample the record. I didn't ask no questions. I just watched. If you just shut the fuck up and just pay attention, you could learn a lot. But some of y'all so busy talking that how could you ingest any information if you talking? Just watch. Be observant. That's why niggas be like, yo, what you use to make? I'm not telling you shit. It's not the machines. It ain't my SP. It ain't my 37. It ain't my Studio One. It's the person pushing the fucking buttons. Yo, what you use? You know how many people ran out and bought SP 1200s? It was like, yo, I don't know how you use this shit. Exactly. That's what you get for dick riding. Yo, you know who I could sell this shit to? If I tell you to buy that shit, you should have got that MPC 62 or that 2500 or that 2000 XL. But that's how, I used to be with Easy Mo B every day. Just watching this dude make flavor in your ear, watching him get down. And I'm talking about right there. I ain't say a word. I didn't say it was dope. I didn't say it was whack. I didn't say nothing. I would just sit there. And he wanted me, and they loved me as a student because I would pick up shit. I'm not on the block. I can't come to the house with a 40 to his crib. Dudes be coming to your crib. I could smoke in here in my fucking house. You can't just not get high. You can't. You just got to, right? That shit is like your shirt. You come shirtless, no ass shirt, but reefer. You forgot the shirt. You ain't even got your wallet, but you got your reefer. Know what I'm saying? So that's why when people be talking so much, I be like, God damn, do you know what you could learn from me if you just shut the fuck up? But I know I ain't no good teacher. I know. But there is a whole genre that I created that everybody copied, because y'all remember when everybody wasn't doing it and it was just me. And even Tony Yayo said that. But if you pay attention and you look at some of the greats, they'll say, yo, this nigga kind of pioneered this, that, and the third. And, basically we seen him do it. And that don't make me better than anybody. I'm just saying, I just be quiet. Speak when spoken to. So when you think you come into, yo, you gotta, everybody know me. Yo, don't do that to me. I don't like advice. I racked my fucking brain contemplating everything. I didn't leave no stone unturned. And then you should see how much I actually went through to get what's not even perfect, but it's good enough for me. Because we all got what we think is perfect, right? Somebody could say, nah, that shit is cool. And you'd be like, nah, I don't like it. Yo, I used to make beats and I still do that shit. I be making a beat. Soon as I look over and somebody bopping their head and they start trying to rap, I cut the shit off, cut the machines off. Fuck out of here, nigga. I ain't even finished this beat and you acting like it's hot. And I don't even like it. Nah, keep that shit. Nope. I make beats for me. I don't make beats for you. I make it for me. And if I like it and then you like it, that's fine. But I gotta like it first. I'm never gonna do nothing that I don't like. This is about me. I would cut the machines right off. I still do that shit. Close the laptop. Session over. Everybody got to get out. You ask them. I used to kid y'all got to get out. Everybody get out. If I'm working, I'm doing something, don't ask me shit. Don't come stand over my shoulder. Don't ask me what I'm doing. Don't say play that sound again. Yo, rewind. Oh, no, you got to go. You got to go. You impeding my progress right now. Talking. Don't say shit. Remember, all work, no play makes Jack a dull boy. Figure out where that's from. That's my mentality. I'm out of here. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Make sure y'all hit the like button. And leave a comment if I missed anybody. Leave them in the comments. Till next time.
Doggie Diamonds did this. Doggie Diamonds did this.